Welcome back everybody to another episode of Super Mario RPG. Previously we made more progress in the pirate ship and I've been avoiding a couple more fights if I can because yes. So these are just a bunch of dry bones, and if anything I think this one here is hiding something. But today we're actually going to be most likely finish the entirety of the pirate ship and hopefully getting our we're probably gonna get our reward from the elder back at Seaside Town, and hopefully it's a really good reward for all our troubles here, because nobody wants to be taken by a good old squid. Damn, I think that's a little bad. Nice. Well, that was a miss. I'm glad for that. Crystals. One thing I really do like about this game though is that this game came out before like all the standardized normal names for each of the each of like the normal Mario enemies and names. So like Yoster is different from Yoshi, Toadstool was different from Peach. Sky Troopers I think are like different of the Paratroopers, and the Blue Birds are different words for the Blue Birds. Like text should be on screen to differentiate what I'm saying. And if anything, one thing I saw is that there was a mod for this game where they translated all the text, not from like Japanese to English, but from the old names to the new. So they changed like Toadstool to Peach, Yoster to Yoshi, and I think Bluebird to Blooper. And it's really good. But I just like the charm of what they had back in the day, because every enemy is not totally changed. I think stuff like the Sky Troopers are still the same, I think still named as Sky Troopers. So yeah. I really do like that thing. I'm not gonna do this one. Go into this door and we get a frog coin. Very, very hidden. The only way you can know is that there's a darkened area right there, you can see. Damn. Fuck. So hopefully, if you've never known that there was a frog coin there, well, you're welcome. Run away from this fight so we can actually progress. We get floor store and a save point. And a chest here. Another chest enemy. Good old Hidden. Or Hidden. I say Hidden because of Naruto. But yeah, Hidden. And this guy's just a green pouch swap of the original Pandorite that we saw back in Keto Sewers. And just because it's a chest, it's also weak to the same bullshit as the original Pandorite. Oh, nice. How's it going? Also, monsters have disappeared. Say hello to the little Goombets. Yeah. I think from like Pandorite didn't have that, but like Hidden does. And so anyone who's played this game knows that these enemies do show up again, not in the sense of like they show up as normal enemies. They'll just show up later. That I'm not gonna say when they get back and all that, but I will say this though. Hidden starts the trend of these chest enemies starting to have enemies with them to fight with. Oh really? Okay. I thought the fucking thing was gonna beat them. Fine, I'll use Ultra Jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, those are also weak to jump. I think any Goomba in general is weak to a jump. Geno Blast, another move for Geno, and Geno Blast is basically an area of effect, or an area of effect. Yeah. Safety badge. Prevents mute and poison. It's basically, I think, a same thing as the fearless pin, which prevents, no, not the fearless pin, the wake up pin, and the antidote pin. If anything, I'm just gonna give the safety pin to Peach, because her being mute is a bad idea, because I want to keep her her healing ability open. I should probably go use one of my honey syrups. Sure. Use all my flour. Sure. I'll keep the flour tabs for later. Just clear my inventory. Go in here, leave, and we get the coins again. There we go. So yeah, now we also get to this little area here. Jump here. You see 3 frog coins, but you may be wondering, how the fuck did we get there? Go in this door, and you see a little whirlpool here. You can actually go to the door that they said, or that shows there, to make the progression, but you can also just run back and get those 3 frog coins. So that's how you get them. Also, here's Mr. Kipper, and he's one of the few enemies I was talking about, I think 2 episodes ago, about underwater sprites. Mr. Kipper and Gobi have the same underwater sprite, but the overworld sprite is different. Mr. Kipper is a green sheep, while the Gobis are red. And here is the other enemy that I was mentioning about the color palette, the underwater palette, the Krusties. Krusty never shows up in the overworld, so he only has a underwater sprite, or an underwater sprite. But looking through the game files, I saw that there is an unused sprite in the game, which I should probably, next time I see Krusty in a fight, I will put the yeah, I will show the normal sprite that was just there. And most people say that's that's Krusty's overworld sprite, because it's still in the game, it's just unused. It could just be a different sprite for a different enemy in the game that was supposed to look like Krusty. But the only sprite that Krusty has that is shown is the underwater sprite. So most people say that's just like the unused overworld sprite. So yeah, go down this pipe. We can actually go over here and get all these 3 frog coins. 5 frog coins. Fight these last 2. Hopefully we can. There it is. So on screen you should actually probably see the overworld Krusty sprite as well. It's different. It's, if I remember correctly, because I don't have these things open, I have a single screen. I think from what I remember is that it's a pink sprite, which looks completely different from the one we have here. So yeah, it could just be an unused sprite for an enemy that was supposed to be like that, or Krusty was supposed to be in the overworld and that was his overworld sprite before we never saw it from the underworld sprite. And the only reason why people say that it's Krusty's overworld sprite is because it shares the same yellow eyes and yellow spikes. So yeah, some funny little details like that. Hopefully if I remember more about these sprite ones, I can just bring them up more as they come up, because some of them are also pretty funny. I know like some of the sprites I got from sprite resources to make the enemy cards have different colored enemies. Some are actual unused characters, or some of them are actually like unused enemies. Some of them are just like recolors that the people who got the sprites made, which if anything they also look pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully I can show them, because I know one of them I did bring up back in Booster's Tower about the fireballs and the Sparkies, and right now is another one with Krusty. If I can remember more off the top of my head, I will bring them up, and I will bring up their sprites to show them the difference. But yeah, nothing else from sprites in this area in general. I should probably use a yeah, therapy. You can actually just use a group heal. It does everything, and it does the same. It still uses the same FP cost that it would normally do in the in battle. So be careful of that. It's basically like using your mana, or like your mana in an SMT game or in the overworld. So yeah, there are more enemies to fight here. Zeo stars again. And I will say this, the weaknesses of most of these like underwater enemies is usually lightning. And our only lightning user is Mallow. If you want to actually like do damages to these enemies, you can just put Mallow in the party to like to speed these up. But since I'm not using Mallow and I'm going with this team for now, I don't have that luxury. You could just buy like bolt bombs to mitigate that fact, but those cost a lot of money, and there's no guarantee that you're gonna get your money's worth out of it. Also, that like translucent, that's like, I almost said radioactive. That like transient like color palette for the bubble causes mute, or causes sleep, I think. So yeah, it's a good thing I put the safety badge on Peach, because I don't want her to lose her ability to heal. Good old fighting though. While we're doing all this fighting, one thing I actually do want to bring up, not about like the game, but one thing I do want to bring up is that this is like a future, no, I don't even know if I'm actually gonna LP the game actually, but I know like I really want to play a game on Switch actually called Good Job. Good Job, if anything, is one of my favorite games to just have a quick laugh. It's a really dumb game that was announced at I think an Indies, where the whole premise of the game is that you are the son of you're the son of the owner of the company, and you just have very, very bad juju. Everything, you basically have like a Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. So like anything horrendous that can happen to like furniture and stuff like that can happen. And one thing that and the reason why I'm saying this right now is because I actually do want to LP the game for two reasons. One, to show people the game. It's one of like the most funniest games I've ever played. If you're playing the game casually, which if I were to LP the game, I might play it casually, just play the level once. It's very funny. It's just basically fuck all logic, try to beat the game normally. And I've never had more times laughing at a game than I have playing Good Job. And if anything, the other reason why I want to LP the game is that me and my brother, when we first played the game together, we had a bunch of like replays from the game where we just not break the game. I think the game was designed like that, but more in the sense that we saw some things that shouldn't make any fucking sense. Like getting a forklift stuck in between the plane of the ground of a scaffolding and the air, breaking something in the beginning of the level, having a refrigerator unit still count as being placed in the right area when it's clearly not, and just whole levels like and whole shit like that, because this game is I'm not gonna say it's designed well. It's rarely designed well, and it was made with like gas in mind. But fucking hell, dude, me and my brother had like the most time laughing our asses off with the stupidity of the game. You can like take out all the silliness of the game and actually try to play the game normally, because in the game there are ranks in the game. And to get the best rank in the game, you have to not break anything, do it as fast as you can. Yeah, you have to do it as fast as you can and to not break anything in the game. The more you break stuff, the more your rank goes down. And one of the hardest things to do in the game is a no break run. Because if you're trying to do a no break run, that's when like the cracks show, and that everything in the game falls like an anime fan on prom night. Spot the joke, win a prize. You get one free Google search if you understand that reference. But they really just do fall like an anime fan on prom night, and it just sucks. It is one of the most rage-inducing parts of the game. If you're trying to play the game normally, it's a fucking blast. It's a fucking blast to play. But if you're trying to complete the game and get an S rank in, which is S rank is the highest in the game, try to get an S rank and do like the no break challenge. God, it is so infuriating. And like, there's a reason why I'm not gonna go for the ranks, because I'm just gonna go for it normally. I think we're good. Go through this door, and we see another enemy with some tiny bloopers. These bloopers, actually, like the mini ones behind them, also have a sprite in the game, which I find very funny. And they don't show up in the game. If you try to fight a mini blooper, they'll just turn into the normal one. So you're not gonna be fighting a new enemy. They're the same bloopers you found in the seat. But yeah, it's just basically like 4 enemies in one, where you could just fight them all in a row. Because I think after this one fight, we fight the other bloopers that were there, and I think you can fight 3 out of 4, because I've tried to fight all 4 and it never works. So where is yours gonna go? Nice. So yeah, these just keep going forward, and you can actually just fight one of them, and it'll just turn into like a normal blooper and a Mr. Kipper as a fight. One thing about the bloopers though that you've been seeing is that if you do damage to them and don't defeat them, they will just run away from the fight. They also run away if they're the last enemy in the round. And then you saw you just go through them sometimes. So I'm not gonna waste my time on them. Go in here to grab a safety ring. The safety ring guards against mortal blows. So anytime you're gonna lose, or anytime it's like a one-hit KO, or I think a better representation is it's like a miracle in Fire Emblem. Instead of a chance to do it, it saves you from an attack that can actually kill you in one hit. It's a good one, and if you have someone that you want to keep alive at all costs, put it on them. I usually don't, but if you want to keep it like that, go ahead. Nothing else around here. You can just come up here, jump up to these barrels. You can actually go on the surface and just walk around. Go here to get another frog coin. And now we can actually get to the final part of the pirate ship. Arr! What's going on here? Who are you? What? You're looking for these stars? I'll let you see some stars. And anyway, you out of your luck. You see, whatever falls into the sea becomes Johnny's property. Got that, matey? Oh, and one last thing. Read me lips. We ain't letting you through. Got it? So, If you thought we were out of enemies to show, you're wrong. Welcome to Bandana Reds. Basically, just sharks with bandanas, which is very funny. Skewer and the normal one, and I think Pierce as well, all have a defensive vacuum command. So yeah, Bandana Reds are just like normal enemies to fight. God, I strained my throat doing that damn pirate impression. I want to do it again, and I might do it again, but hopefully we can just do this. Hopefully my throat does not give way after doing the pirate voice. Yeah, no, that fucked me up. That fucked up my throat. Arr, you're stronger than you look. Better warn the upper depth. Come on, mates. And there they go. So go to this chest right here, and it's our full restore. All right, where's the intruder? They ran over us. I don't see him. Did he get away? There he is. Get him, boys. Here, this one's on us. And we just duck under the barrel. What the? How dare you dodge the barrel? How dare you dodge a move we were trying to do on you? Yeah, they're not here. They get despawned, so you don't have to fight them. I was running in the stairs. Hey, how'd you get up here so fast? Well, you let's just run out. We don't take kindly to strangers here. I don't even think that's a good pirate impression. I'm still doing it. Skewer. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a miss. 1 skewer. I'll take it. So, as you can see, they've been saying something about Johnny Jones. So, basically, we have to go through these pirates to go fight one Johnny Jones. And that's basically the end of the pirate ship, technically. Oops, I was mashing A. Skewer. Nice. Damn. I do like this end part because I don't know, sharks are one of my favorite animals out there, and these bandana reds always drop a, or not always, they drop a once again flower. So like if you have one of your party members kill, the once more flower can actually just make this process a lot easier. You're pretty tough, mate. All right, I'll let you through to Johnny's place. And yeah, I'm gonna go heal up before we do anything. I'm actually use my last 3 flower tabs and use a mid mushroom on no, we're actually pretty good on health wise. I could just do a group hug next turn. You're pretty tough, man. All right, I'll let you see the Johnny's place. May make the title. So you're the Mario, eh? Not much to look at. Well, this started it into my sea, so it's mine. If you want it, you'll have to fight for it. I love his overworld sprite, but here we are with our main man, Jonathan Johnny Jones, also known as. And yeah, here's Johnny. And he also has an accompaniment of the Banana Blues. The Banana Blues are basically his cohorts. And I will say this about the fight before we even begin. Halfway through the fight, I'll put down another enemy card, but it's not for a phase switch in the normal fight. The way to trigger the fight, that different version, is if you kill every single Bandana Blue on the screen. Right? Once we get to that part, I'll explain it more. But if anything, if you want a different version of Johnny, kill all the Bandana Blues. If you don't, at least leave one alive. Just leave one alive and the normal fight with Johnny ensues. Nice. So yeah, Jonathan Johnny Jones. If you spotted the joke with his name, congratulations, you'll watch more anime than I do. Also, you probably would have gotten the joke from like the little edit I put after saying also known as. Hopefully this video does not get a copyright destroyed by that, but I think it's like just using that part is, I think, good enough to not trigger it. But if it still triggers it, hooray! One video with no monetization. It happens. If it's for a joke, it's for a joke. So yeah. Hopefully this banana blue goes out, and then we can leave the final one by himself and just go after Johnny. 1, 2. Nice. So yeah, you could just do the normal Johnny fight, and you can actually, like, if you really don't want to deal with the cohorts in general, you can go here, you can go to Peach and do sleepy time, and if it works, the other banana blue should go to sleep to leave you alone to do a bunch of damage on Johnny. Because in general, I think most bosses aren't affected by status effects, so like sleep and all that, but the enemies are. So you could just like put it on that and they won't bother you. I think the only time sleep goes away is after a certain amount of time. Get tough. And this is where the second card should show up. But going back to what I was saying, bosses aren't affected by status effects, so sleep goes back after a while. At a certain number of turns, or if you just actually hit them. So enemy card should be out now. And the reason why I think it's a different color now, I think I put it a different color, is that the second phase of the fight is a different point. I was saying, if you kill every single bandana blue, Johnny will actually say, you want to fight me in a 1v1? He'll take Mario, and you and Mario, like, it's basically Mario versus Johnny, and that's the fight. You have no party members, so if Mario dies, that's the end of the fight. So if you want the challenge, defeat all the bandana blues to do it. But if you just want the normal fight, I would just say keep one of the bandana blues alive, or just keep all of them if you want to deal with them, and just do it like that. Get tough basically gives him both the statuses of valor and vigor up, meaning he gets more attack and more defense. So it's really good. And once he does vigor, or once he gets toughen up or get tough, I think that's like halfway through his boss fight. So we are almost done with this man in general. There we go. He just woke up, and we're actually doing pretty good on HP. I don't need to do therapy. And there we go. Johnny Jones is down, and now we get to fight the banana blue. Sake. 57 experience. You want to gamble your coins? Sure. I have max coins already and 2 cure codes to sell. I'll take that. I'm impressed, matey. You're in the star. Think of it as a souvenir of our fight. Yer. Oh god, that pirate voice really did mess with my throat a bit. But yeah, actually we might finish off this episode because I'll see this. I'll keep going. Bowser's sad. So we got our 5th star piece. We are almost done with this game, guys. You must have really wanted that star. Now go on, get out of here before I change my mind. Johnny's our main man. He even fights in his sleep. We follow him anywhere. Hop on a trampoline in the next room and he'll take you outside. Go on, I'll give it a try. So yeah, do this, and we get to go. We get to leave, and we can actually go back to Seaside Town and see what the Elder wanted. You found the star. Well done. But your journey ends here. We're so gullible. Don't you know who I am? I'm Yardovich, a member of Smithy's gang. Shocked? It's no wonder my impersonation of an ordinary person was flawless. I want to know if anyone has played this game, if they actually got fooled by Yardovich. Because when I first played this game, I did not get fooled at all. Your search for the stars have worked, Smithy. So if I take the star back to him, I'll earn brownie points. This is a way to get ahead. It's futile to try and fight me. Just hand over it nice and easy. Sure. I didn't think I could have gotten started without even soiling my hands. I'm such a genius, it scares me sometimes. No wonder I'm so important. All right, everyone, listen up. We're returning to the castle. We should ride. Our ride should be here right now. So yeah, we're gonna end off this episode here. Next time on Super Mario RPG, we're gonna be chasing after Yarnovich to retrieve our star. So yeah, and this is actually scripted. If you say get serious, it'll just keep repeating until you give the star. So I'm just gonna say take it. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today. Hope to see you again for the next episode. Talk to y'all then.